Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss effect of electric field on a point charge. What will happen if a point charge is placed inside electric field? That will be discussed in today's class. Electric field exerts an electric force on a charge inside it. If an electric charge is inside external electric field, then electric field will exert an electric force on that particular charge. It simply means that a point charge placed in an electric field experiences a force. Now this force is given by F equal to QE. Q is the charge that is placed inside electric field and E is electric field intensity. So whenever a charge is placed inside an electric field, charge will experience an electric force, and the formula for that electric force is F equal to QE. This gives the magnitude of this electric force. If we are interested in the magnitude of electric force, then we will write formula as Q into magnitude of electric field. Now let us see the direction of electric force. Here there's three lines which are straight, parallel and equidistant. These three lines represent presence of uniform electric field. Uniform electric field means that electric field which has constant magnitude everywhere and has same direction everywhere. If in space the magnitude and direction of electric field remains same everywhere, then that type of electric field is called uniform electric field. On the other hand, if the magnitude of electric field or direction of electric field or both magnitude as well as direction keep on changing with position, then such electric field is called non-uniform electric field. So here three lines are there. These are straight lines parallel to each other and equidistant. Such lines always represent presence of uniform electric field. It means in this particular region we have uniform electric field. The magnitude of electric field as well as direction of electric field will remain same everywhere in this entire region. Inside this electric field we have considered two charges, one is positive, another is negative. Now just we discussed here, electric charge placed in electric field experiences a force. So these two charges are inside uniform electric field, so these two will experience electric force. Now keep in mind that the direction of electric force acting on a positive charge is in the direction of electric field. The direction of electric force acting on a positive charge is in the direction of electric field, and the direction of electric force acting on a negative charge is opposite to the direction of electric field. You can see here it is very clear. In case of positive charge, the electric force exerted by electric field, in case of positive charge, the electric force exerted by electric field on it is in the direction of force, while the direction of electric force exerted by electric field on a negative charge is opposite to the direction of electric field. So keep in mind that in case of positive charge, electric force and electric field both are in same direction, while in case of negative charge, electric field and electric force are in opposite directions. This is simply the direction which we have discussed now. Next topic is electric dipole in a uniform electric field. What will happen if an electric dipole is placed inside a uniform electric field? So let us see. Now look at this diagram. In this diagram, first we have three lines which are straight, parallel and equidistant. So no doubt these lines represent presence of electric field in this region. This electric field is uniform. It means magnitude and direction of electric field remains same everywhere. Now this electric field is denoted by vector E equal to E I cap. Magnitude is E, I cap is for the direction of electric field which is along positive x-axis. And inside this electric field we have an electric dipole, you can see here, minus Q charge plus Q charge, and charges are placed at A and B. The line joining these two charges is AB. AB is known as axis of dipole. O is the midpoint of AB, so O is the center of dipole. The direction of electric dipole moment is from negative charge to positive charge. So along this line we have electric dipole moment. And this line makes an angle theta with the direction of electric field. So here the situation is electric dipole moment makes an angle theta with the direction of uniform electric field. Now as this plus Q charge is inside electric field, so it will experience a force in the direction of electric field, and this force is QE. Negative charge is inside uniform electric field, so again it will experience an electric force given by QE, but as charge is negative, so the direction of this force should be opposite to the direction of electric field. That's why direction is like this. So electric dipole experiences two forces. One is QE along positive x-axis, or you can say rightwards. Another is QE along negative x-axis, that is leftwards. If we add these two forces, we will get the net force acting on the electric dipole. So let us add these two forces to get net force acting on the dipole. So force acting on electric dipole is F equal to force acting on positive charge plus force acting on negative charge. Force acting on positive charge is QE I cap plus force acting on negative charge is QE into minus I cap. If you add those two, you will get 0. It means net force acting on electric dipole placed in a uniform electric field is always 0. Whatever be the angle between electric dipole moment and electric field intensity. In the calculation of net force acting on the dipole, we haven't considered theta. हमने थीटा की बात नहीं की है. तो whatever be the value of theta, be it 0 degree, be it 30 degrees, be it 45 degrees, that doesn't matter. The electric force acting on electric dipole, if it is placed in a uniform electric field, is always 0. One important point is here. If electric field is not uniform, rather it is non-uniform, in that case net force will be non-zero. It will be non-zero. So it is very important to note that net force acting on an electric dipole becomes 0 only if electric dipole is placed in uniform electric field. If electric dipole is placed in non-uniform electric field, then electric force will never be 0. It will be a non-zero value. Now, under the net force of these two becomes 0 because these two have equal magnitude but opposite direction, so they cancel each other. But these two forces will rotate the electric dipole. These two forces will produce a rotation in the electric dipole. And we all know that rotation is produced only due to torque. So, let us calculate torque acting on the electric dipole. So, second is torque acting on electric dipole. The formula for torque is I the force into perpendicular distance between the lines of forces. This formula we have studied in rotation chapter in standard 11th. If two forces are of equal magnitude but in opposite direction, then for the calculation of torque we use this formula I the force into perpendicular distance between the lines of force. So let us calculate torque using this formula. In place of I the force, let us put QE, because in diagram it is clearly seen that equal forces are QE, QE. So for equal force we have written here QE. Now perpendicular distance between the lines of forces, for that focus on this diagram. This is the line of action of force acting on positive charge, and this is line of action of force acting on negative charge. We have to find the perpendicular distance between those two lines. For that, let us produce this line in backward direction. Now we have to find the perpendicular distance between these two lines. For that, let us drop a perpendicular from B on extended line. Length of perpendicular is BM. So the perpendicular distance between the lines of forces is BM. So in place of perpendicular distance we have written here BM. Now QE, let us find the value of BM. In triangle ABM, it's a right angle triangle. This length is 2L, this angle is theta, so this angle should also be equal to theta because it's a pair of corresponding angles. Now this angle is theta, this entire length is 2L, so this length will be 2L sine theta and this will be 2L cos theta, but it is not required. This length is required, so BM is 2L sine theta. So in place of BM, let us write 2L sine theta. This becomes 2QL into E sine theta. But you know very well that 2QL is actually the magnitude of electric dipole moment. So for this we can write P and then E sine theta. So the formula for torque becomes PE sine theta. This is the final formula for torque acting on an electric dipole if it is placed in a uniform electric field. Torque is a vector quantity, so we can write this formula in vector form also. In vector form, this formula is written as tau equal to P cross E. Now, this torque is non-zero. You can see here this torque is non-zero. It has value PE sine theta. But under certain circumstances, this torque may be zero. If electric dipole moment, that is vector P, is in the direction of electric field, that is theta is 0 degree, or electric dipole moment is opposite to the direction of electric field, that is theta equal to 180 degrees, then let us calculate torque. First, in case of 0 degree, second in case of 180 degrees. You know very well that sine 0 gives 0, which on multiplication becomes 0. And sine 80 is also 0, so the product is 0. So in general, torque is non-zero, but under certain condition, this torque may be 0. This torque may be 0 if electric dipole moment is either in the direction of electric field or opposite to the direction of electric field. In our next class, we will be discussing a few numericals from NCERT textbook. Thank you.